What's up, guys? The Island Lords podcast back again from PAX 2019 here at the THQ Nordic booth. I'm here with my friend Toby from Warhorse Studios, and he's going to help us in playing the fourth and final DLC for Kingdom Come Deliverance, A Woman's Lot.
Yes,
Thank you,
exactly.
Toby.
And how I told you, this will be by far the biggest DLC we released so far. This is a heavy work in progress build, yeah. So you know, guys, work in progress, but it already gives you an idea of what's happening. So in this Woman's Lot DLC, there are three major parts. One, you play as Teresa. B, you get your own dog. And C, there will be a big questline with Henry taking care of some, let's say, Joan of Arc style gameplay. So what's the Teresa gameplay like? So first of all, of course, you will play as Teresa, Woman's Lot. She will has weapons as well. She can dress, of course, women's clothes in that case, but she has her own RPG skills as well. You will have a new sidekick thing because the dog also have some RPG skills, so you can level that up. So she has a dog called Tinker, which has some kind of sense of smell, which means how good is he in finding enemies, treasures, points of interest, and so on. Obedience. The dog will follow you if you treat him well. If you treat him bad, then he will run away, scatter and run away. So you need to praise him, you need to feed him, tell him good boy, and then he will be happy. However, if the opponent attacks him and hurt him, then the obedience goes down. So you need to take care of your puppy there. What's also interesting is that Teresa will get her own map. So it's still on the Kingdom Come Deliverance map, kind of. But that's the outskirts of Silver Skeleton, so that's what you can see in the base game as well. However, Teresa has her very own Silver Skeleton map because the mines which are around skeletons will be important in this DLC, kind of. And this is, even though in the base game the player could already enter this area, Henry doesn't have that many reasons to go there, so it's kinda old but new because you didn't have any quest there. Right. Okay. New icon, Teresa there. So, you might know this area here. We are right now at the bottom of Silver Skeleton. Silver Skeleton is there on top. And what we have here is the home of Teresa. And if you remember, in the very first minutes of the game, after the attack of Silver Skeletons, you have to run away because bad things happened. And that's actually this very same road Henry is running down. In this quest, of course, I'm skipping some stuff. You have to go up. Fun thing is you can meet Henry, which means that you used to play Henry, right? And now you can see him in third person, which is weird somehow. But there's some funny gameplay between you and him. The dog will follow you, and you can interact with him. Let me show you how this happens, because this is before the attack of Silver Skeletons, but everyone knows who played Kingdom Come that terrible things are going to happen. And one of the terrible things is the attack of skeletons. So while the player did not see this in the base game because you're running away from that, now Teresa has to flee from this place, but she doesn't have the advantage to go in a safe place like Henry. She has to deal with the injured people. And this is her brother, I think. So she has to deal with her own family, and the people that are injured by this, by the attacks. So what she has to do now in this quest line is to actually help to protect the brother, and he needs bandages and herbs, so she's about to try to look and gather those as fast as possible. However, there's an attack going on, as you can see, and those attackers, marauders, are still here around. So Teresa is not a melee fighter. She can fight, but, well, she's not that trained in sword fighting, same as Henry in the beginning. So you need to find other ways. And she's a good stealth killer. So be quiet, be stealthy, kill them from behind. Use the weapons you can find on them, right? So you can now loot them. Take a look what they have. They have some hunting stuff, swords and so on. Use that, right? But then again, you have the dog, so maybe you can use Tinker as well. So sword fighting is a good thing. Bow shooting is better. I could try to aim at them. It's a little bit tricky though. But what's way better is that you can use Tinker now, sick, and you can send him and he will attack or at least distract those guys. So they're not attacking you both at the same time. Oops.
You can divide.
Now they are, but give the dog a second, and he will take care of one of those guys in a minute. and he will be a big advantage to you fighting. Tinker, this one, is the dog of Teresa. Henry will get his own dog. Oops. There he goes, thank you very much. Saw the dog, taking care of this one dude. Attack Tinker, yes, get him. However, he can also attack the dog as well, and remember the obedience thing. If Tinker gets too many attacks, gotcha. Right, very good. Okay, but Tinker can do more than that. Attacking is one thing, searching for quests, stashes, or whatever, that's what the dog is also good for. Now we see something we remember from the base game, Skeleton's being burned down, so that's the day after, right? We survived as Teresa. I'm loading, so I'm just skipping some parts. And Tinker will in a second run off, because this will introduce you that he can search for stuff. So if we talk to him and tell him seek, then he will try to look for points of interest. He will now look for survivors, he will find them, and Teresa will then have to, let me just skip this a little bit, have to try to find surviving people, help them, and so on.
And this isn't part of a particular story beat, it's just out in the open world.
Very good question. You can trigger this quest when Henry gets to the point that he got saved by Teresa. Then he asks Teresa, what the hell happened? And she's explaining what happened. And that's
this
this
is
part.
you're living there.
Yeah, and once you end this DLC, then you jump back into Henry's story and continue on. However, this quest line can be triggered at any point on the game.
Okay.
After you survive the skeleton attack, and then you just talk to Teresa, and then you can go on. Yeah. This will be roughly 5 hours.
Okay.
And after you finish that, and after you've done that, Henry will also get his dog. So from that point, Henry will have a dog, being able to do the same things. That was a fast travel, right? Who were able to do the same things as Tinker here.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Thank you so much, Toby, for this preview of A Woman's Lot, the final DLC for Kingdom Come Deliverance. Look out for it in May 2019. This is the Onlords Podcast. Thank you.
See ya.
Toby.